say, Pat? Merry fucking Christmas. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages, finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle, and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table.
Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend.
Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers. The National Nightly News team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement, kissing you. They grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the bag. Ignore the message. Message deleted. What was that? Comes a voice from behind you. Nothing important. You reply as you put on your coat, adrenaline coursing through your body. Grabbing Sam around the waist, you practically slam the front door. You might as well enjoy your time off. You're going to pay for it on Monday. Oh, nope. Yep, sports board's coming up, and oh, I lost money. Oh, I am in crippling debt. That is great, he said with heavy sarcasm. An unwelcome return. When you get to work, you get some sour looks from your exhausted colleagues. A note sits waiting for you. The immaculate script is blood red. I'm very disappointed in you, Winston. Was it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. Oh. The permission slip. Okay. Last time we played this, we let the permission slip. We signed it. We're not going to this time. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the advanced go-getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs the flyer from you and thrusts the form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after. So you won't have to do anything. You refuse to sign the form. Sorry, mate. I just don't think it's the right place for you. You hand back the form gently. What? That's so unfair. Why? I know it seems that way, Charlie, but you'll understand soon enough. So I made different decisions on both kids. Your birthday's next month? Woo! My birthday was last month. Here we go. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles, as Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar advanced logo and urgent respond immediately plastered on the front is a correspondingly urgent red font grabs your attention. Best to get it over with. This letter is to inform you that the advanced government has taken another step forwards in our fight for equality by nationalizing the largest private corporations. Wait, what is that? Eye of the Beholder. That's what they were called. Oh, Pleasure Corps. That was what this one is. Okay. Has taken another step forwards in our fight. Okay. The bonds. Okay. Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. Eye of the Beholder Incorporated, whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or couture, we see the beauty in all our customers. Neil's Deals Limited. It's always a steal from Crazy Neil. Or Pleasure Corps. Our business is your pleasure. From sport to travel or even just some you time, you can't say pleasure without leisure. Now, in America, we pronounce that leisure, so it doesn't make fucking sense, but whatever. We're going to go with Pleasure. Well, hello there, Will. Oi, oi. How you doing, Will Edgelord? Thank you for making your selection. Please return this form using the envelope provided. You will receive a report from your partnership in 3 to 6 working months. Seems Advance can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy your American is showing. I'm just pointing out facts. The future of this nation is in partnership. Forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much influence could you have? Hey, we're not in crippling debt anymore. We're in worrying debt. I swear to Christ, if I go to hang out with Chris and he starts trying to speak like a Scot, I'm gonna... Ooh. You put your obligatory cup of coffee down on the desk. Working nights always messes with your body clock. As you sit, slightly dazzled by all the all the screens, you notice something has been left on top of your control panel. It's a flyer with some sort of symbol. Bright orange lines in the shape of a fist. It's vaguely familiar. Clearly someone is trying to tell you something. I don't remember getting that last time. Now, join us on Discord at discord.gg/not-for-broadcast. Now, here's the cool thing. I highly actually recommend joining their Discord because it's a very active community and a very tight-knit one at that. Their Discord is pretty awesome. I'm not as active in it, but I go in there and read around. If I can't contribute to the conversation, I just kind of like read and soak it all in. Also, if y'all want to hear a banger of a song, wait till Chapter 2 when Jay Zus plays his new track. Oh, here we go.
Good evening, Alex. It's Boozman.
I hung up on Bozeman. I don't care. All right, The Joy of Screws. Gonna play that. We're gonna play all the blue ones. Check your prostate. And Neil's Crazy Deals. Oh, I guess I didn't put up the... F it, we're just going to ride out the not ads thing.
At 10:30.
How's it going with Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
That well, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his faith.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talk to you.
You're probably just a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3...
Good evening.
Wait. I thought tannerite was the stuff that went boom when you shoot it with a rifle, and thermite is some super hot shit that can melt through any metal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think tannerite's the shit that when you shoot it with a rifle, it go boom. Don't call me on my shit. Okay, so I was right.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
Critics have been quick to dismiss
Why are you drunk?
as a publicity stunt, or an act of frustration by a tiny, disorganized group of those who will never.
Oh wait, your
under any
schedule was thrown
circumstances,
off for
be
mine.
content.
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering two possible options.
With two of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
While both options are still on the table, support seems to be growing for a daring escape attempt. If a group of fungus experts can't fix the most advanced craft ever conceived by man, then who can?
Bloodbath avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been?
I'm always down for a good chemistry fact.
Questions have been raised about the government's judgment, with Prime Minister Peter Clement forced to apologise this morning for seeming to endorse the self-combusting plaything in this publicity shot taken last Christmas. Let's hope his niece recovers quickly.
Table for 2. Johnny Hansleaves and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last
yeah.
year. And
I'm from Oklahoma. That's what Timothy McVeigh did. But we'll leave it at that, and we will not discuss it further, because that is, that's a pretty, actually kind of a pretty touchy subject.
image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler Randy Grizzlenuts McFridge married his longtime tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake?
Is this once celebrated role
What?
model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Rimington's Fist CEO Sophia Rimington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male
This is
contraceptive
new.
pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns
Ricky!
about safety and side effects.
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports
Sports
Board
Board.
final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's
National Nightly News.
Most available username. Oh shit. Ah! Thank you for that, host, friendo. I got distracted. Got some interference. Patrick Bannon. I was in there, don't you even?
But first tonight,
Oh, wrong one.
while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan.
Actually, I do want to point out something as well. Have a wait, a smithy now? Making swords and shit? Probably. Sorry for the distraction. Don't you apologize for that. That's a welcome distraction. So actually, shit, what was I even about to talk about? Magnets, yada yada yada. Son of a bitch. I actually had something. There's actually something that's been going under the radar in the gaming, especially PC gaming space, that we're going to be discussing on the podcast tomorrow. Long story short, there's a not yet. No, I want to be doing the raffle in different spaces, Terry. But we're actually going to be covering on the podcast tomorrow the issue with the NZXT cases and the recall issues. So if you want, tune into the podcast tomorrow over at twitch.tv/DannyK, or find it on YouTube if you can't make it tomorrow night, because I believe this is a story that kind of needs to be discussed. It's kind of like the Mr. Snugglehugs thing, but with computer cases.
Here in moderate hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
It's simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
Fuddle-dee-doo! My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with ribbons, Robin.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
Big house? This grubby little gaddis spatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place. Imagine that, having all one's grub in one room. One room, Robin.
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for fussle's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
Shit, I missed it.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think our toilet butler was from Swinstead. Dear George. Oh, I wonder what happened to him. I remember! Daddy tried to shoot him in the buttocks and he ran off into the woods.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
No, that's probably my last happy memory,
can you do?
We will rise and rebel.
Yes.
We wage war on our revolting rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts and an undress purchase protest.
Oh, what's that?
Daddy! Daddy, it's
Daddy!
something!
Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Christ, you buggers! Tilly ho! Tilly! Get the dog!
Tilly's our mummy. She's proper cracked all off too.
Oh, well, at least you are showing some shame.
Free at last!
Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you. See, the protest has started already. Nice sharp work, boy.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here?
We just want to be footing well heard, that's all.
Oh, language, Penelope. We are nude, not rude.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
We are nude,
We
not
want the world
rude.
to realise we won't roll over and run away. We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we bloody well will. Spaff and pip-pop.
What? Riley, stop doing that!
Are you okay?
No, Daddy, how could you?
Oh, shut up and get your
Well,
bum.
Jeremy, Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes one in the top legs, it's back to you in the
Get the
studio.
top helmet
I'm
off
Robin
then.
Short, struggling surreptitiously in moderate hatchings.
I think
Thanks, Robin. Well, that's certainly a story we want to be keeping an eye on, eh, Megan?
Speak for yourself there, Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Oh, hopefully not you, Jeremy.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back. Oh, sorry, I'm busting. Oh.
She's funny.
Yes, I know. I think it's very endearing.
She wants your job.
She's welcome to it. Why is it raining on my desk?
Oh, the leak. The leak plays a huge part. I did it. I got a D. Fuck.
The self-locking, long-life, round-head roofing tack, and that's only the beginning. The pan-Phillips slotted head washer washing nut, the M25 3mm finishing pin. Oh, the cast iron hexagonal fixing screw, and many more. Every week, alongside your ironmongery, you'll get this in-depth companion magazine.
Chugging whiskey while shooting at vegans is how hillbillies in America are.
Canterbury nut shortage to the socket screwdrivers of 29. This detailed guide will bring to life some of your favourite metalworking moments. Start your collection today, and we'll send you the first 8 editions with no postage or packing. That's right, no postage, no packing. Plus, you'll also receive this exclusive little bit of drill bit absolutely free. So, what are you waiting for? Start
back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
I will
see
say
us
this,
fine.
there are so many
For the
vegan
ratings.
foods out there that are
5,
fucking amazing, though.
3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later,
Oh.
we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new
Oh, it's
healthcare
time for the
facilities
sports board.
and transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan.
Also, do
You
keep
join
in
me
mind,
live here from the final of the first
they,
round of the
you
Sports
know,
Board
it's
Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition
what you're
so far,
seeing
but
are
it's
the
fair to say
outspoken
these two have been
vegans, not
dominating each
vegans
other
in
all
general.
season. First up, we have Ellie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today.
It's the love of Lucas's life right there.
A danger rating of K and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the lanky hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony
The ref.
taking part. Still going on. And Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brains. Stupid.
Stupid.
Ellie Striker.
All right, here she goes.
Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time.
See, I fucking hate
On
Bacon.
to Mr. Harris now. Tommy.
I hate Bacon.
Using his arm to pick up the ball.
And
not a bad shot there. From,
nice.
Harris. Back to Striker.
Nice.
For shot number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing it under her legs.
Cheeky
not bad,
move.
if you ask me. Bit of business
Why?
on
Because I hate
got
Bacon?
sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. I'd say that's fair, but what do I know?
Fucking Tommy, easy, dude. You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the
She's stoked about it.
It's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
So the guy that plays Bannon actually was in the stream when we did the telethon chapter, because he wrote most, like, I think he said he wrote it. And he was we got to talking about this part, and he said that like a good majority of it was ad-libbed, because there's a spot in it where this is supposed to be the first annual sports board championship, and you're actually going to see something later that contradicts the idea that it's the first annual. And I just thought it was really funny.
Giving it large. Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch.
The protesters have made it in.
She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on the play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite an eyesore.
Ellie's frustrated because she is a...
So back into round 2 now, and Harris absolutely determined to close that.
Thank you for entering the raffle.
Lady Striker.
Yeah, Ellie was frustrated because she's a fucking professional, okay?
I've seen ever.
All right, let's see what you got, Tommy.
Harris. And was that offensive thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the heats. What a brilliant move.
Oh. He's talented, man.
Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
The ground sound.
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastering display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, I've always said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves, 4 rounds and several subgenres. But now, of course, it's time for the halftime show.
Oh, the halftime show.
Remington's fist. Nice piece of music here to start the halftime show. Okay, another harsh protest to loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite a dancer, to be fair. Now he's thrusting himself.
That's probably for the best, Terry.
And the bucket's been knocked over. I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over.
Yeah, sports board, Lucas.
Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
These power poses.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these 2 players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't. Not bad. So that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start.
I don't remember that, to be 100% honest. It's on. This is sports board. This is it.
God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really
Brilliant
good move.
move.
Because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes
April
on the
of
floor,
last year,
it's not going in the
Jesus
bucket.
Christ. So long ago.
Back to striker. And striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps...
Wait for it.
And yes, Harrington's countered with a tiny bell. That is
He countered with the tiny
bell.
bell.
Of course, we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
She knows she was outplayed.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. Here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact. Caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it.
You hate to see it.
Oh,
here they come again.
I mean, this is a mess now. I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, it's sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much you can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What's going on here? Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters. Oh, jog on!
Jog on.
It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final
What
round.
the hell?
And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it?
There we go. Mute.
Nice imaginary shot there from
Boom.
Harris. It really could go in there at this point. Really high
Show the
level
real nudity, and if you slip the nip slip, catch a ban.
The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. Interesting. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on from Striker. But she's in it to win it. On it like a car bonnet. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef.
This is 100% what Lucas was waiting for.
And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's throwing it. And the banana was the ball!
Oh,
Fantastic.
I was trying to click the screens instead of the buttons.
That is the end. What a pathetic... There we go, Jeremy. That is over. How can he look his 80-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official. Contestants in, please.
And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship
Here it goes.
is everyone!
Okay, the ref has agreed once again a win for everyone.
A win for everyone.
15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals. They're 6th and 7th respectively.
Here comes the electricity.
The Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all I always have to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon there at an extraordinary final.
Historic Sports Board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shot me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shot me. Where's that sound guy?
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
is a small gland about the
Get your
size
prostate
of a
checked.
tomato, located between your penis.
We got one more segment in this broadcast,
Becomes enlarged.
and then we're going to do drawings for 2 of the game
This
keys.
can cause trouble starting to pee, and it can cause laundry-based trouble between you and your she-demon of an ex-wife. So what caused this big up?
Okay.
So sorry about all these buckets. We seem to have sprung a leak. Well, several, actually.
You're going to need a
It
whole
is.
new lining up there.
It's difficult, but it's possible.
We'll look into it.
It's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolfe, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolfe.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet. Is your seat down?
10 seconds, everybody.
Is your seat damp?
Have you had a little accident?
Cheeky cow.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers mostly.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's dripping on me.
Well, I got in there just in time.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death, pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid
Wrong
of
button.
deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope
Welcome
we
back,
found a way to make
Lucas.
it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera.
Oh,
Pet?
Like, literally just missed it.
When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He had to go to the hospital. My granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time.
That sounds...
It was awful. It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. They could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn
Gotta
off
make another call.
his
We'll see you when you
breathing
get back, buddy.
equipment at night, but she
If you get a
couldn't.
chance to.
Or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline into an
This microphone pack has just given me an electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it fried my asshole.
Are you still on the air, Peter?
Yes. Sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry. I've got sapped again. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
Jesus, a Rochelle face fucker! That one was massive! Right, no, this bastard's coming off!
The older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... Oh, fuck my grandmother with a rutting twat!
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
For fuck's sake!
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
So they just...
The same, sir.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I saw the leak.
Boom. I didn't do so good on that one. A slight docked pay, but my shares have gone up. 2 hours late, what's good? What up, Zaza? How you doing? Welcome in. We're actually just about to do our first, oh, wow. Everybody went down. Okay. So, I believe that takes us into the lockdown chapter. So, we're